Well, that's going to give me some time to prepare the poll. I just ran an advert by accident. So those of you who are subscribers, how are you all doing today? We've got about 2 minutes before the rest of chat joins us again. Oh dear, that was pretty funny. Alright, new poll. So, which school of magic shall we study? So we've got abjuration. We've got enchantment. We've got evocation. And we have transmutation. So I'll just wait until the advert's over. We've got another 45 seconds. And we'll jump back in again. Oh man, I am so funny. I have never done that before, which is amazing. Because the button for run advert is right next to the button for run a poll. I am astonished I have not done that by accident before. Oh dear, that was brilliant. Okay. Alright, 6 seconds. We should be back in. No, I'm not posting the poll until the rest of chat is with us, Indrin. Okay, hello again, rest of chat. I am so sorry for that. The run advert button is right next to the run poll button. And I'm astonished I've never done that before, but I just did. Huzzah! Some of you in chat may not have seen the poll, seen the advert, either because you're a subscriber and you don't get the adverts, or because you saw an advert in the last 40 minutes. I think there's a 40-minute timer. So if you've already seen like the advert before you join the stream, that counts for the timer. Okay, so 4 schools of magic that we're going to be doing. So we've got abjuration. This is defensive magic. This is like creating wards, creating protections, and also just dispelling other magic. We've got enchantment, which is, on one hand, it's like charms and sleeps and things like that, but that's not what we're worrying about. Enchantment is also the ability to buff, to expand, to empower things. Thirdly, we've got evocation, which is just blowing stuff up. We like evocation. But then again, it's what we have canon for. But you could say that evocation is also, as is enchantment, the study of making our canon even stronger. Or fourth, we have transmutation, which is the changing of one substance into another. So it's lead into gold, melting rock, that type of thing. Alright, so we've got those 4. Abjuration, enchantment, evocation, transmutation. What are we going to learn? Get your votes in. Poll is now up. Huzzah! That one guy, Sky, thank you very much for the Prime resubscription, coming in with a 7-month resub. Thank you. And Robert, thank you also very much for the 9-month resub as well. Very much appreciate that ongoing support. I hope you're doing well. And that one guy, Sky, actually came through 3 times. Apparently. And Urban Fish, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. So this is one of the things that's funny but not. State Department fired a guy and realizing changed the President Trump page to say he resigned today. Interesting. But a fireball can set off many cannons. That's true. I mean, this is why evocation is on the list. So how's this looking? Whoa, that's... They've changed how this looks. Okay. Oh. I can't see what was spent on each category anymore. I can see that Kalinicus contributed 14,000 channel points. Thank you very much for that, Kalinicus. But I can't see the breakdown anymore. That's interesting. Okay, so Abjuration came in last place, so nobody really cares about defensive wards and things like that. Enchantment came in 3rd place with 13% of the vote, meaning that Evocation and Transmutation were fighting against each other. Never saw the poll at all. People were definitely voting. It was there. refresh is all I can say. Am I going to do a D&D stream soon? I will talk about that in just a moment. So Evocation came in first place. I mean, technically we're doing D&D right now. So Evocation it is. Then the poll just disappeared. What the hell is going on? Twitch! I think Twitch is twitching. So Evocation won. So we're going to go with Evocation. The School of Evocation deals in spells that manipulate energy or create something out of nothing, such as creating a fireball. Mages who focus on this school are called Evokers. Realm Magic Talented, War Magic improves on all levels, Siege Magic, Greater Fireball, Earthquake and Meteor Strike. Realm Magic for this school is limited as EU4 doesn't cater to affecting armies mid-battle. Okay. So we can spend either money, or magic. Yay! Just out of interest, what came in second? Transmutation? No, it was enchantment, wasn't it? I think it was enchantment. Charm improves on all levels. Renowned modify memory. Or dominate to surrender. Having too many long-lasting enchantments active will cause suspicion in the populace, which will cause unrest if discovered. So yeah, this is more about the sneaky charm as opposed to the enchantment. This is charming. This is charming people. Transmutation was second, okay. Transmutation. Plant growth. Blah! Enhance ability. Create homunculus. Shapeshift into a giant or shapeshift into a dragon. Now that I know that, I can actually dive into this a bit more. What was the other one? It was Abjuration. Ward and Magic Field. Conjuration. Host Magnificent Feast. Conjure Magical Fortress. Summon Siege Elemental. Thunderstorm. Alright, Conjuration actually sounds the most dwarven here. Divination, Scrying, Lawseeker and Foresight. Kind of what I expected. Illusion. Illusionary Marvels, Glamour and Simulacrum. Necromancy. Absorb life energy. Raise undead army. Pursue lichdom. School is banned by most regulating bodies of magic. The discovery and practice of the school will cause consequences. We are not regulated, though. We can do whatever the hell we want. But no, we're doing Evocation. And we're going to spend money because that's what we do. We will have to take out a loan, but so it goes. Cool. Goblin Ambush. 37 cave goblins rise up in Ovdal Kanzon. Miners enter a cavern. Beyond the light of their torches, there is only darkness. They tread carefully, wary of disturbing any traps that might be lying there. The cavern is silent, but the soft crackling of their torches, then arrows fly. The torches clatter to the ground and are snuffed upon the cold stone floor. For a few seconds, there is naught but darkness, and then in an instant, the darkness is pierced by the glow of hundreds of glowing yellow eyes. Thankfully, this time they don't start with the fortress, so that's good. Let's just have you go march back and go and stomp the goblins. Right, so, D&D question. Dungeons & Dragons on this channel is every Sunday, so midnight GMT or 7 PM Eastern Standard, Sunday night going into Monday morning. It is just a once-a-week thing, but I was talking, apparently just before you came on, about doing a world-building Wednesday, because I do want to start working on a homebrew campaign, and I would like to do that on stream, so I might start doing that on Wednesdays. I don't know exactly when. I'm not going to make any promises about that because we're still pretty early on into the Icewind Dale stream, Icewind Dale module, and it's going to take us quite a long time to play through it. But then again, if we start earlier with the world building, we can build more of the world and get more detail and stuff like that going in. So, yes, there is D&D here. Predominantly every Sunday, though. Otherwise, it is strategy games, for those of you new from the D&D streams. And this one is a strategy game, Europa Universalis IV, based in Dungeons & Dragons. So it is a fantasy setting. We are currently playing as dwarves. And then there are also humans, elves, gnomes, gnolls, halflings, harpies, centaurs, ogres. Loads of different nations all around. And we were just fighting a hobgoblin nation over here, the commander's hobgoblins. But we're pretty much done with our conquests over on that side. We are now pushing north, trying to retake these mountains and restore the great Dwarven Empire. That's our ultimate objective here. So there we go. Didn't you hear what the great Dwarven General von Kuliswish said? Evocation is merely cannon fire by other means. That is true. Evocation is simply cannon fire by other means. And I like that interpretation. That's a good one. I'm not going to do any realm magic right now, and I'm not going to make myself a wizard, Harry. Cast siege magic. A province with a fort besieged by a leader can be the subject of a terrifying siege magics. By any leader, or by specifically him? We'll find out soon enough, because we are going to be able to go and declare war on the Obsidian Legion in 3 months. Cool. We have a diplomat free, 2 months. Random thought, but they should add School of Magic mechanic to Total War Warhammer. They already do. That's what the Law of Light and Heavens and Beasts and Shadow. And there's actually more laws of magic in Warhammer than there are in this. Haraz Oldham wants me to join them. I'm going to say no. Hull Yorkad is infiltrating my government. That's unacceptable. Obsidian Legion. I am very sorry, but it is now time for you to die. I think I'm just going to go for the blanket siege here. Because I'm not expecting them to be able to put up much of a fight. Seeing as they have a grand total of 9,000 soldiers. Which we are about to clatter into, admittedly. These guys weren't even trained. Oh, those are mercenaries. Right. Yeah. Okay. Magical study demands effort. Sometimes all it takes is some extra focus and some hard work in order to reach new heights of magical prowess. Work harder! Increases the chance of increasing the spell school level after study is over, or keep the same pace. Yeah, I'll spend a bit more, and I'm also going to start coring you. Seeing as you account for 18% of my total overextension. Rail in Hawky Bird Rod is done. Cool. And we'll need to set him to be responsible for more places soon enough. And there is, in fact, an army attacking over here. Right, we actually have a border with you now. In that case... Whoops, no. You stay here. Siege magic. Yes, it does just require a leader. Select which magical spell you want Kurum the First to cast on Long Tunnel. So that's how siege magic works. When you play D&D, do I have a digital map? Yes. So if you check the VOD from last night, you can see exactly how we do it. So we've got a template, which is the screen. Then I'm in the top up there with the camera. Then the 5 players are along the bottom of the screen, and then the rest of the screen. The bit where I am right now is like the die rolls on a column, kind of actually like the overview. So imagine this overview here, but die rolls instead of that. And then the rest of the map, so an area kind of like this size, is the battle map. And we can flip between different maps and things like that. I have quite a lot of control. Roll20 is the system that we use, and it's pretty good. Has all kinds of things built in, like maps. A lot of the monsters and things like that just drag and drop. Then it will bring in all of their stats, will automatically roll any die rolls that I need them to do. Just like if I make an attack, I just click on the attack thing and it rolls that automatically. It knows the detail. And you can modify all of that behind the scenes. And probably the thing that I like the most about it is it has Fog of War. So exploration actually feels like exploration. You can hide things. And light and things like that matter. Determines how far you can see. Used Roll20 in the past, played a Strahd campaign on it. Yeah, that's what we're using for Icewind. I like Anbennar a lot because of how the economy, strategy and numbers in general still are the most important, most considering when which side will win. Usually fantasy settings don't take that into account. This is pretty well balanced. Definitely have to say that for it. Huzzah! No, I think I can probably send... Velko Gulan have gained manufacturers. Cool. Yeah, this game is pretty well balanced. Definitely have to say that in its favour. Did you actually get your castle built? You did! Oh, heck yeah. And we can start converting another province, which we'll start doing. Now, do I want to start doing this yet? No, I think I still want to just continue coring and turning into territorial core all the lands we're taking. And then the other thing we can do is build some more libraries, because the Age of the Enlightenment is heading towards us. And that road is wrongly named. It's not Dwarvod 19. And it's a gem province. This is going to be named after one of the moderators, and it will be added as an assembly. Who hasn't got one yet? I think Fishy Rod already exists. Yeah, Fishy has already got one. Slinky doesn't. Let's go with Cosine Slinky. Okay. Slinky Rod it is. Age of the Witch Kings, yeah, that's what we're in. We're getting close to the Age of the Artificers, I think. I'm guessing that's going to be like 1700, 1750. That was a bit of a stack wipe. Mighty dwarves are mighty. And they apparently have a fort blocking me. There we go. That's you. Alright, Obsidian Legion wants out. The question is, can I take everything in this war? I can. And I will. And then that's going to be the end of the central Serpent Spine Mountains. And then we just need to worry about the north and the west. The east and the Ruby Mountains are done. Gurkalis just needs to be kicked out of this war, which I don't think is going to be that difficult because they don't seem able to resist the sheer force of my military. Not even close. What are these jokers? Humans. 222323. 4311. What is your tech level? 22. How are your units so bad? Drilled shield gunners. Then they do have mortars behind. And a single unit of cavalry, the Canorian Outriders. 113333. So their cavalry are better than their infantry. But my gosh, they just get melted. Profiteering in the belly. The citizens of the belly have grown tired of the local influence of the greedy Thunderfist merchants. The belly sounds like a cavern, so I don't really care about goods produced, so we'll go with the trade power, I think. When you reach that, you can become a technocracy. That's the Age of the Artificer or Emerald Manufacturers, but that's a republic. Embrace. Gotcha. Before this age, the Magisterium controls how magic is practiced, but with this age, a lot of nations go south the Magisterium and do their own stuff, like necromancy. Really cool book called The Lost Legio 9. It's about the 9th Legion Hispania that disappeared in 120 AD. In this book, they are transported by Jupiter to a northern realm to fight in a massive war. Interesting. Artillerist is a heresy. All proper artificers are battlesmiths. There is a chance, like I don't want to announce too much because I don't know the exact details, but there is a chance I'll be playing in a D&D campaign. We will be streaming it. And one of the characters I'm looking at is Artificer. I want to do magic of some kind. We already have a warlock in the party, so I would have liked to have done a warlock because I've never done it before, but I'm not going to be able to because I don't want to have too many warlocks. So Artificer or Wizard, probably. And then looking at the different types of Artificer. I'm not sure yet. Like, each of them is really interesting. That's the problem. It's like, I like that one. Yeah, I like that one too. Yeah, that one also sounds really cool. Lack of officers. In order to keep a sizable professional army efficient, a sufficient number of trained officers are required to carry out the orders and the will of the crown. However, the increased demand on quality leadership is not matched by the number of officers and their roles. So we can shorten the training. Lose 5 army professionalism. Or we have the shortage of officers, which loses us tradition for 15 years. I think I might actually take the professionalism this time around. That's a lot of army tradition to be losing. Had a ton of fun setting the Battlesmith up as an interference tank. Yeah, the Battlesmith sounds interesting. That's probably the one I'm the least interested in. Although, having the ability to just stack on as many doodads as possible does sound pretty cool. The Artillerist was also another one which I'm a little ambivalent about. Like, I do like the fact you can basically carry around your cannon as... I mean, yeah, Hull Yorkard definitely should have this. I'm surprised it doesn't. I'm also surprised that you're asking, but sure. I don't like pets, is the thing. Mordhold gains more defensiveness. Heck yeah. And that's also one of the things that I like and I also dislike about the Battlesmith. The Battlesmith sounds like he's the most versatile. And I think you could probably do some interesting things with the Iron Defender. Certainly more than a ranger with a pet. I quite like the idea of like a gnomish tinker that rides the defender. I think that would be interesting. Make it like a mech or something. And then the Alchemist. The Alchemist is probably the one I'm leaning towards. The problem is I've played a character who is very similar to an Alchemist before the Alchemist actually existed. He was a Dwarven Brewmaster, technically a Battlemaster fighter, but he did a lot of alchemy on the side, brewing potions and stuff. That was after Xanathars came in with the rules for alchemy. And he would have been perfectly suited. So I might see if I can just... rejig that character slightly and make him into an alchemist. Because he was fun. I enjoyed him. Alright, Gelkis still wants to try their luck. Well, good luck to them. We can upgrade the rail again, please do. We never finished upgrading you. How much do you need? 50? Yeah, you're at 50. So, which one was this? This was Hull as Krakazol. That would be you. Okay. Yeah, I need them all to be level 3. I just forgotten that I hadn't actually started leveling that one again. Ranger class is a joke. Tried it for 8 levels. It just feels so weak. Yeah, there are numerous reworks for the Ranger, which I think are kind of necessary. I mean, to be fair, we have a Ranger in the current Icewind game. He's pretty good. Volwyn He's dishing out the damage, but he's like completely ignored the pet side of things. And some of the reworked early game feats, pretty good. Like, I've been flexible. There's 3 feats that you get, like level 1, level 7, level 10. And I basically said to him, you can choose those in any order you like. And he chose the tireless one first, which is usually the level 10 one. But it just fits his character because he's an outlander. He's all about running around and doing stuff. No debate in the assembly. Alright, so we can get an extra colonist, which is useless. We can get a merchant, which is useless. We can get the dev cost, the advisor cost, or the army maintenance and attrition. I mean, we are fighting a lot, but it's not like manpower is really an issue. I'm going to say probably dev cost. Admin support. Sides. Diplo support. Sides. Support the populists. Titles. Autonomy. Titles. Corruption. Bribe. Support. Autonomy. Diplo. Yay! Did like the Rogue Scout option, but it doesn't have the extra attack options. I had a Rogue Scout, and that is quite possibly the most OP character I ever played. He was kind of ridiculous. A Halfling Rogue Scout. So we had one battle in that, when I was playing as the Rogue Scout, and we were fighting a dragon. I kept on hiding underneath the dragon. I couldn't see. I'm a Halfling. And technically you can hide behind characters which are bigger than you are. The dragon's bigger than I was. So I just kept on hiding behind the dragon, getting the backstabs in. He couldn't retaliate because he couldn't see me. And the DM made the very, very, very big mistake of giving me a ring of jumping. Which just meant, ooh, tree up there, boing. Okay, now I have advantage because I'm way higher than they are. Stealth attack, sneak attack, sneak attack, sneak attack. Why didn't Bilbo do that? I know, right? Halfling 101. If they're bigger than you, hide under them. Right, so we can go up in mill tech. I see no reason not to do this. In mill ideas, rather. Makes our infantry slightly better. Done. Every private has a marshal's baton in his back. Well, perhaps not exactly, but for those who distinguish themselves in battle, promotion and rewards will follow. The troops know this and are inspired by it. I mean, admittedly, I'm the kind of GM who would let the dragon sit on you. Fine. Because rogues have the ability to avoid an attack, don't they? It's been a while since I played him. I would have just been like, boing! And then use the ring of jumping to go on his back instead. But yeah, the Rogue Scout was kind of scary. And I felt kind of bad for the DM because it was Tomb of Annihilation that we were playing. I was the only character that survived. We had a total party wipe, except for me. I managed to get away. I've totally forgotten what I was saying. Oh yeah, and part of the thing about Tomb of Annihilation is having survival skills and being able to survive out in the wilderness. My character's background was specifically he was a wilderness guide. That was his life before becoming an adventurer, and he had expertise in survival and expertise in perception, I think. So nothing could get by him. He would just see everything. And foraging for food was basically an instant success. And the scout also had an ability, I believe, to forage more food. I don't min-max characters. I usually go for the roleplay, but I don't like playing rogues. I was kind of made to play a rogue, and so I just made the most ridiculously overpowered character of that. I could imagine that would still be fun to play.